But then again, that goes back to the conversation of Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey's daughter. It was all known that she was spotted in them streets with Justin, and then she was spotted in them streets with Diddy, and they all tried to sit there and pretend.
Yes, Jaguar Wright is turning up the heat again on Steve and Marjorie Harvey, basically accusing them of operating like a branch of a RICO industry machine that covers up the dark side of Hollywood. She's also questioning why Lori Harvey was allegedly passed around the Combs family, moving from dating Diddy's son Justin straight to the man himself. And she wants to know what all of us have been wondering. If Steve and Marjorie knew about the weirdo behavior and the freak-offs, did they help bury the truth just to protect the Harvey legacy?
If Lori Harvey was hanging out with, and it's kind of weird, like the whole relationship with Justin looks weird. He looks like Mini-Me with Dr. Evil. It's weird. Like, why are there people? Why is there SEO behavior going on? And why are people naked in front of their kids, G? Doing all kinds of stuff.
Honey, y'all know how cringe it was when Lori Harvey was spotted being all lovey-dovey with Diddy, right? First of all, they were rumored to be together after they were pictured together numerous times in Italy, Mexico, New York City, and Atlanta during their romance. But then there were also allegations that Lori also dated Diddy's son Justin, but she denied these claims when she was asked about it.
Now, so many things get written about you in the press, but I've always wanted to know, what is like the biggest misconception about who Lori Harvey is?
It's so funny because I'm so quiet,
Yeah.
There's been so many stories that have been made up about me. Like I've seen stories about me being like fully in love with somebody and we have like this whole relationship, and I'll see the guy and I'm like, I've actually never even met him before.
No.
Like full-blown stories I've heard. I've dated a father and son before.
Not true?
Absolutely not true. And I've even heard that I'm a lesbian at one point. So, you know, there's been a lot of different things.
You're
a
right,
lot of stories, a lot of misconceptions.
Does it entertain you?
Oh, I think they're hilarious. I love the stories. They're very entertaining. I will give them that.
Yeah.
Very entertaining, but I just let it roll off my shoulder.
I love that.
Well, something that just didn't make sense was how Steve and Marjorie were okay with the relationship with Diddy, considering their age difference and Diddy's history. Like, Diddy even took Steve and Marjorie on vacation with Lori, and they were all loved up right in front of them. Now, allegedly, Steve and Marjorie were okay with the arrangement because they were also benefiting from whatever enterprise Diddy was running. In fact, there have been allegations that Lori was part and parcel of the freak-offs when she was with Diddy. Remember, Cassie said that the freak-offs that Diddy hosted usually involved costumes, like masquerade masks and lingerie, and they continued for years, taking place at high-end hotels across the United States and in Diddy's homes. And get this, Cassie was required to dress up in lingerie for a freak-off, and Diddy insisted she wear white nail polish to contrast her nails with the skin of the black men he hired to have hookups with her, and Diddy recorded everything. Based on what Cassie said, she would delete videos and photos from these incidents that had been shot on her phone, but Diddy told her he still had access to those videos, and on a flight, he once made her watch a video she thought she had deleted. Is this not Lori Harvey in white polish when she was with Diddy on more than one occasion? Does this mean that she was also forced to hook up with the men? Heck, we even had Diddy's ex Gina confirming that he saw X-rated photos of Diddy and Lori on Diddy's phone.
On my birthday, he had shown me a picture of me and him, the first pic that we ever took, and I was like, you should save that as your screensaver. So he was like, I don't know how. So I was trying to show him, and I saved the picture to his photo album on his phone, and then I clicked on the photo album to like set it as a screensaver, and I saw a picture of him and Lori, like the same exact pose.
What do you mean?
I mean, the same exact pose that he took with me.
Okay.
And he did the same with Lori.
Were they clothed or not?
No.
They weren't clothed.
No.
Lori Harvey.
Allegedly, the only reason why Steve and Marjorie were okay with the relationship was because they were selling Lori out. Allegedly. People have even said that this is why Lori has always been Steve's favorite, even though she is not biologically his. And you know, sources even reported that there were internal family feuds because of Steve's obsession with Lori, and that some jealousy was lingering amongst the rest. And Lori, who has been taking the spotlight with everything. One source was like, Steve's got 4 biological kids with 2 previous wives and 3 stepkids with Marjorie. They're driving him crazy. He did the right thing adopting Marjorie's kids and loves them like his own, but there's a lot of dissension among the blended Harvey clan. According to the source, Steve's way of handling the feud has always been to throw money at them, buy them gifts, or just go into another room to chomp on a cigar. Plus, Steve himself said that Lori believes she's the special one, and it's because he treats her better than everyone else.
That was all she said was, don't play. Because Lori really thinks she's the special one. She really does. Lori, I told her I was gonna cut her off because she's making a lot of money right now, and I was gonna cut her off, and she just started laughing. And then she said, well, and you're not gonna speak to me anymore? I said, yeah, I'll still talk to you. She said, but not if you cut me off. So can't cut her off, so. But they're doing well.
Let me ask you this, you're also an angel investor.
Now, basically, Jaguar portrays Steve and Marjorie as active participants in an industry-wide cover-up culture, and specifically uses the relationship of Lori Harvey to illustrate her point, arguing that the Harveys were well aware of what was happening in Diddy's circle, but chose to look the other way for the sake of status and brand protection. She actually laughs at the idea that they didn't know what was going on, pointing out that Lori was seen publicly with both Diddy and his son Justin. According to Jag, this wasn't just dating. It was evidence of a deeper weirdo dynamic that she believes the Harveys endorsed by remaining silent. She then goes ahead and mocks their current silence, suggesting that they are now trying to act as if they were never part of that world, which she finds completely hilarious. Actually, for those who recall, when the lawsuits started piling up, Steve tried to flip the narrative, like when he did an interview with Us Weekly amidst all the Diddy allegations. He was talking about how he teaches his sons to respect women and how he insists on vetting his daughter's suitors. He actually told the publication that if a potential partner doesn't meet his standards, he makes it clear and they're swiftly shown the door. He was like, if I spot a bad one, I get rid of them. I make no bones about it. So they're very careful when they bring them. You can think a person is wonderful, but everybody's wonderful in the beginning. Everybody. You always meet the mask. The mask can last for about 90 days, and then, after a while, the mask starts unraveling, and I just try to wait on that period. Sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't. He also said that if it's not the mask that he is worried about, he focuses on the vibe he gets from the men, adding, but if you come in the house, and I know right off the top that you're just not a good guy, I start the reading process right away. I don't say nothing to my daughter, I just, behind the scenes, I start working toward getting rid of this guy. The person you choose to spend your life with is probably the most important decision you'll ever make. That relationship becomes an elevator. It can take you up, or it can take you down. So choose wisely. Okay, but where was this energy when Lori was dating Diddy? Did he not catch the vibes and the signs? Did he not see what was going on when everyone else was seeing it? Honey, this is exactly why Jaguar was saying that the Harveys are 100% complicit. Anywho, about those RICO crimes, Jaguar doesn't mention them directly, but she suggests that the Harveys are a branch of a larger criminal enterprise, and she even mentions Marjorie's past associations and Steve's status, implying that they operate using the same propaganda and damage control tactics that she accuses Diddy of using. To Jaguar, the Harveys aren't just a Hollywood family. They are loyalists to a system that she believes is built on corruption and exploitation. She explicitly said that the behavior being exposed isn't just a Diddy issue, but an industry issue, which she characterizes as a criminal organization where the boss's boss doesn't care and everyone is bought and paid for. Speaking of Marjorie, by the way, we know that her ex-husbands Jim L. Townsend and Donnell Woods were convicted kingpins. In fact, Marjorie herself was under investigation back in the day, and the FBI wanted her because they suspected that she played a major role in the ring, and authorities told Jim that his wife would be arrested, as they believed they had substantial evidence of her own activities. Apparently, Jimmy cut a deal with the FBI to leave Marjorie out of it. He took the fall due to the fact that Marjorie was 8 months pregnant with their son, and he also said he feared their 5-year-old would be left without a mother if he didn't take a plea deal. The problem was that Jim did this to protect Marjorie, only for her to turn her back on him once she met Steve. Jimmy actually told the Globe that he and his little ones started spending time together after he got out of prison, but then he accused Steve Harvey of forbidding Marjorie from talking to him, saying, "All those years, I could call night or day and she was always there for me. But when she met him, that phone was cut off the next day." Now, because of how Marjorie did him dirty, Jim wrote a tell-all book detailing all the criminal activities that took place in his and Marjorie's era, and told Radar Online that he had reservations about sharing his explosive story before because of his kiddos, but he decided to go ahead with the project because Marjorie had proven that she was wicked. He told the outlet, "I have no allegiance to Marjorie. She showed her hand. I'm going to tell my story. It don't matter if she knows about it. I'm pouring my heart out. No one knows what happened but me and Marjorie." So
The truth out there, and I'm putting the truth out there, I should say, and just let people be the judge.
Jaguar referenced this history to allege that the Harveys' current wealth and influence are connected to older criminal enterprises, even though these are claims the Harveys have consistently denied. Well, at the end of the day, she's only echoing what people have been saying out here, which is that the Harveys aren't just bystanders, but active architects of a social enterprise that trades access for influence, by allegedly placing Lori Harvey in the direct circle of powerful figures like Diddy and using her as currency to secure their seat at the industry's highest and darkest tables. Whether it's actually true or not, I honestly don't know, but I'd sure love to know your thoughts. Do you think the Harveys have been distancing themselves from Diddy, yet they sold their own daughter to him? Do you see how they could be part of the larger criminal enterprise? Sound off in the comments section below.